The word latent tear, or is it latent tear? As far as I understand, it is something hidden to be exposed later on in the future. Latent, I mean. Right now it can be seen, but later on will manifest, is what it means. So, welcome everyone to 2025. It's the 2nd of January. And welcome to the year of exposure. And I suppose it is the beginning, or rather the definite exposure of all that is hidden before this year. All that which had been hidden before is being revealed clearly in this year. Injuries had been made, but the effects did not show then, but are going to show up. They're going to manifest, and everything will be exposed to the root of all the issues that started it. Likewise, whoever was responsible for all the injury, both physically and spiritually to you, will be clearly exposed as well. Whoever had been in hiding is exposed this year. Whoever had something hidden will be exposed. Whatever could not be found and could not be seen before will be seen. And all will happen at the speed of light. And then there was something like a location like Indiana, or is it Indianapolis? And connected to it was an insurance agency, and there was an insurance investigator who is exposing all the fraud that had been hidden before. So if you're around those areas and you have no idea about any insurance fraud committed by some individuals, which means that it is also connected somehow to you. Years before, insurance fraud had been committed by some people by using probably your identity details, and all the crime seemed to have been leading to you. But the truth was that when they were committing the fraud in your name, they forgot the locations of the fraud which are being seen clearly. Because it's not like all times things could not be tracked, but this time everything can be tracked. You are not located anywhere near the fraud area, and the transfers happening have nothing anywhere near to you, because it is just pointing to where the insurance fraudster's location is at. Before, we talked of 3 individuals who are doing the transactions, one in the bank, one in the post office, and one going to and from among the other 2 helping out in the transactions, using your identity, pretending to be you. You do not know these people in any way at all, and have never met them physically in any way in 3 dimensions. I guess this is specific for somebody, but it could also be multiple people. They did all that because they got instructed to by someone else who could have known of your existence. And normally such kind of things are just like an organized system. And it has spread all around the world, and most probably too, just all this was done out of jealousy by people whom you might have known before, and they involved this organization into it. And they want so bad to get you into trouble. And these people thought you were naive and an easy target to commit all the crimes and try to point all evidence to you. But all the forces that support and protect you behind the scenes have been taking care of them for you, so that you remain in peace. Because with all the circus games they played, they went too far. They did too much. And for some of you, someone actually had cloned your electronic devices, and if it's a mobile phone, then they are tracking all your activities as well. Has being able to even watch you live on your phone, because it is cloned every time you hold the phone. For some of you, the live videos have been recorded and sold to the dark web market. For some of you, they could have tried to blackmail with these illegal views they got through hacking, and they might have tried to human traffic you. It is just, you might be dealing with people whom you don't know. You might think it is one particular person. you are dealing with, but it might end up being a whole different person or a whole group behind the scenes whom you have never met. Let me explain that. They do imposting of people you might know or never known, or they do imposting of public figures that seem to get interest of you when you are at a certain social site, and present themselves as those people, and they try to catfish people to give them their private details, and later on they use that for committing crimes to get rich. But they never do really get satisfied with, no matter how much they steal, no matter how much money they steal. It might be millions, but they still never get satisfied because it's not theirs. You only get satisfied with that which is meant for you. It is their greed and their thought that they won't get caught that makes them go to extremes, which exposes them in the long run, because they think they are too strong. They think they have all the power in the whole world and they can rule the whole world the way they think they can. They steal your identity and use it also to get through to anyone else whom you might have been associated with before, whether socially or professional wise, or any of your siblings. And for some of you, they even went further to try and turn some of the people you might know or have known to go against you by trying to defame your name, pretending to have known you very well. This has been talked about on and off for the past 4 years. And for some of you, they join hands with those who are your enemies to bring you down. And that they do so just to get you isolated, so that they could manipulate you easily when they feel that you were broken enough. For some of you, it is the defaming that they did that will be exposing them, because not everyone acts out of naivety, and there are people who are mindful enough to check out the details of the information that is given. The gang stalking, for some of you, the sheer stalking they do each and every day, the defamation, the hacking, and for some of you even being stalked heavily in 5 dimensions. All of these are being exposed this year, because right now there is enough evidence collected to defend the collective that had fallen victim knowingly or unknowingly from these insidious activities by these con artists and fraudsters. Yes, some of you have been dealing with con artists who gained your trust and stole your identity details and then sold the information to the dark web or the black market. And that is why you kept getting all those spam calls and messages from people or organizations you never knew. They knew you needed money, and they used that psychology against you to try and set you up and make you lose everything that you had. But unfortunately, their plan did not go according to how they planned, because God awakened you and you were commanded to cut off ties and walk away while you could. And that was a blessing in disguise. You thought you had lost so much, and yes, you did lose much, but all that you lost will be given back 10 times fold. Imagine that, 10 times fold will be given back. And all that they had taken from you, they will lose it and be punished severely for all the pain and agony they caused you on the way. Because this is the year of exposure. All that had been hidden will be exposed, clearly leaving no doubt whatsoever, even when they tried denying everything. They will be severely judged, both physically and spiritually, and some are already undergoing that judgment. And anyone who collaborated with them to commit those crimes too will be likewise judged too. So dear one, be self-assured that judgment is being served hot on the plate, and none of them will get away with anything like how they did before. It is not just some of them, but all who collaborated need to pay for the crimes created and fostered onto people, onto innocent people, because judgment has come. And for that, I hope that helps someone. Don't feel helpless. Don't think that they will get away with it. They won't get away with it. So till next time, have a wonderful future for the rest of your lives, because this is just the beginning. And take care with much love. God bless.